Welcome back, everybody. It is the best time of the year where Spirit Halloween has invaded our dying strip malls. And here I've got Tom joining me. And today we're going to take a look and see what we have got going on this year at Spirit. Looks like the theme is Reaper's Wharf. Live bait, fishing charters, saltwater inn. Some sort of fishing boat here in the back. But I think we're jumping ahead, so let's backtrack just a little bit to the front. First thing we see here is Bubba the guard dog. I love the little dock decor. Clearly this is a good effect. Tom thinks so anyway. A couple little skeleton birds around it. Great decor. I love the little barrels. Not sure how well the clown fits into this theme though, but let's have Tom give it a shot. Alright, well, he certainly likes to laugh. Let's make our way past the docks to the boat here. First thing we have is some sort of jumping scarecrow. That's actually a pretty neat effect. I wasn't expecting it to hop up so much. I think we're going to see another version of that here in a little bit. But we also have a jumping spider. That's been such a popular effect for so many years. One of those props I still haven't got around to buying, but, you know, it doesn't really scare people anymore. Another clown for some reason.
Hello there. You want to play a game? If I catch you, then I get to eat you.
I love the lunging effects of the props. I like that there's a little built-in scream to that one, pretty effective. I also really like the skeleton person that we just saw hanging there. I kind of wish it moved. I don't know if that one does. Some of them do. This guy's kind of creepy. Things sticking through his head. Some cables. And as we make our way to the other side of the ship, I love the little hanging bag of skeleton fish. I'm going to have to steal that idea. But here we have some sort of zombie that's been cut in half. Now this one just keeps moving, so I'm not sure. There wasn't really a step pad or anything. And then as we make our way to the front, I think we've got our other candy bowl. Last year this really frightened Tom. Let's see what happens this year. And of course, just when I thought it wasn't going to work, the step pads here, I don't know if in general they're a little ineffective, but they certainly didn't work very well here. And we have our third clown to look at. A bit pricey, $2.29. We've got a couple of twin girls.
Daddy said we have to play outside. He doesn't want any more blood on the floor.
And then this sort of doll. Again, the foot pads don't work too well. It's very creepy with that cracked face. And there we go. I think this is an awesome prop, actually. It is super creepy, and it's so well done with the cracks on the face, you can't really tell where it's going to split in half like that. And then here we have another little cable through the face guy, I guess, or something similar. Here we go. He's being electrified. Now when we entered the Spirit store, they were so excited about this little walkthrough area in the back. They said they put so much effort in it. and we're really excited for us to walk through. So as soon as we finish taking a look at this awesome looking tombstone prop, we'll take a look inside this whole little fisherman's wharf area. Actually, I guess this is the Spirit Aquarium. Swim with the fishes. Let's head on in. Alright, a little dark here, but there's a sign here. Basically, don't feed the fish. Might be a little hard. There's some tentacles. Then as we make our way through all of this sort of seaweed that's infesting the aquarium, did you see that? Shark attack. It looks like it breaks the glass there. And I think over here, we're going to see it swim past here in a moment. Or in a later moment. But they have all of these screens with the different fish effects. I'm not sure if they sell this in the store. We didn't quite see it anywhere for sale. But it would definitely be something that would be awesome to incorporate in a home haunt. Alright. It does take a little while for this to loop. Oh look, there you can see the shark's tail swimming past. It's a little ominous. Of course, the music in here is so loud. We'll give it just another moment to see what happens. Oh, I think either the screen was having a little bit of a glitch there, or that was where the video loops. Oh, but there we go. There's the shark we were waiting for. Very cool. And that does it for the display portions of Spirit. Now let's just go ahead and take a quick glance through all of the merchandise. Now, I'm not taking real close-ups of all of this stuff just because of the sheer volume of merchandise they have in the store. So if you want to see something specific, let me know. Maybe I can get some more information on it. But I'm sure I'll be doing some more walkthroughs. Maybe we'll take closer looks at the merchandise in each of these sections. Like this section, which is clearly Hocus Pocus, a fan favorite. Then we've got the Ouija Board. The Ouija Board is one of the things that truly scares me. Had some fun experiences with that. Stories for another day. Then we've got, I don't know, just some gothic merchandise perhaps. And as we make our way around the corner, the black magic. The jumping spider here we can see is only $49.99. I think originally it was much more expensive. I really like the idea of this posable dummy. You can do so much with that. Here are just a couple of little odds and ends. Some of the stuff we've seen in prior years for sure, like this little bear. Tried to get him to work, but I'm guessing he's a holdover from previous years and the batteries are dead. But there's some step pads for sale. A lot of the merchandise is kind of... Oh, well, here's actually an interesting section, which we'll get to after we see the crime scene tape. There's a lot of the prop effects, like there's a remote and a swinging mechanism, an adapter, dropping mechanism, door opening mechanism. So much fun stuff to help you incorporate the animatronics into your displays. And then we've got some haunted dolls. A clown doll, I guess Good Time doll. Kind of reminds me of Chucky and what is it? I don't remember what they're called. Good something, right? Or My Buddy. What was that called? I don't know. I can't remember. Again, more of these buttons. The Try Me buttons just don't seem to work or barely work. Kind of curious to see what little Zappy does. And some snakes. And then, of course, they have the zombie dolls. This guy was kind of creepy with the bugs crawling all over him. You can see lots of different poses. Zombie dolls are a little overdone in my opinion, but kind of fun. Not sure what that guy does, but they've got a lot of Ghostbusters merchandise, some of which was real close to the counter, so I didn't get a lot of video of that. It seemed like there were employees hovering around everywhere. It's just a little uncomfortable throwing my camera around in everybody's faces. But here we have the trick-or-treat guy. He's awesome. Now, there's supposed to also be a trick-or-treat inflatable somewhere. I did not see that in this store. If you happen to have noticed it in the video as we walk around, let me know. But I know they sell it on the website, I think. I'd like to see what that looks like in person. Just have some more of the creepy hanging dolls. And they have a lot of different types and configurations. So whatever kind of theme you're going for, you can find. And then some fun door knockers. I don't really know how those work. I'm kind of curious. Maybe some old merchandise probably here. Groundbreakers and so forth. Near the checkout stand, got some of the more simple decor, stick-ons and so forth, spider webs, little toys. Then of course we have the skeletons. Bats and people. And here's an interesting octopus. We saw a different octopus at the at-home store, so I know a lot of people really liked that, and it seems to sell out pretty quickly, but here you can find another version of that. And of course, there's some snake skeletons and birds. You can get birds at the dollar store, so I obviously wouldn't recommend buying them anywhere but there. And of course, buttons that don't work. And if you're looking for an alien, well, here you go. You have an alien skeleton. Good for an alien autopsy room, especially if you're good at corpsing. Make these skeletons look much more realistic. They've got some of those little Funko things, I think they're called, including the Sanderson sisters from Hocus Pocus. Little display of socks. And the black lights. You've got the traditional long bulb lights, and then some strobes and so forth, some glow-in-the-dark paints. I love this little blacklit silhouette. And the fog machine stuff we'll get to, I guess, here in a minute, right after we take a look at some of these projection effects. Fire and ice bulbs and so forth. Good selection, lots of different colors. Different bulbs and black lights. And now we're getting to the fog machine. So they've got them in a couple of different sizes. You see here, there's the 1000 watt. And you can get the timers for it, which is always helpful. And then it makes its way down. Here's a 400 watt. And actually, I see there's a different color fog juice. I did not see what the difference was, but that might be something I'm going to look at in a future video, if that is any sort of different fog juice, maybe something that lasts a little bit longer. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe it's just a different color. There's some witch merchandise. Good for parties. Edgar Allan Poe. And then as we make our way around the corner, we come to the Tombstones. They've got actually quite a good selection. And they are, what is that? Buy one, get one half off. So save a little bit of money. Really like that gargoyle one. Now this fresh grave mound really interested us, but when you kind of look at the back of the package, it really looks like it's just a big sheet of burlap. It doesn't really look like dirt. I would have kind of expected it to be more plastic, with like a printed on dirt effect, which might have been a little bit neater. Here is another door greeter. I'm not exactly sure how these things work, but it certainly looks interesting. Some mugs. There's Pennywise. This section was labeled Pennywise, but that seemed to be, that and the pillow that we just saw a moment ago was the only thing that I really saw of that. And here is an awesome looking ghost. I love how clear her face and hands are and how they light up. Some lawn stakes. And fencing. I kind of like that little skeleton. He's pretty cute. This zombie cat, or maybe it's not even a zombie, just a rough looking cat. He was kind of cool. You know, we saw a similar one at Big Lots this year. It was very creepy. Pop up. Oh, here's a, what is it, that little face peeper guy down there at the bottom. You know, you can get the ones that like tap on your window that are very expensive. I don't think they work well, so just a simple thing like that, where it's just like a little static prop that sits in your window, I think that might be a better value anyway. Sinister doll. And the Bride of Chucky. And just some general chop shop gore, cut off hands and feet, whatever you need if you're into the gory. Oddly, they even have a clearance section. Here's kind of the boxes of the animatronics we were looking at, including some other things we haven't seen, like this little Feed the Clown game. There's a Chucky doll we see there on the side. A headless help, that's like a little butler with his head cut off. So, you know, there's certainly a lot of things that they don't have on display that could be very interesting. I like this little Mr. Toots clown in a car. That pretty much does it for the merchandise. Just to give you a quick overview of the costuming. We obviously aren't going to take a close look at any of this merchandise, but stay tuned to the very end where you'll see my favorite piece. But until then, you know, we've got kid costumes and family-friendly costumes. Little kid pails you could buy even. Some accessories. And some more adult or humorous costumes. Anything you need to flesh out what you want to be for Halloween, you can find at the Spirit Store. Here in this section over here, we're getting into the adults. Lots of different options for you to choose, including all of this fun Freddy Krueger stuff. And then around the corner, even if you just wanted to wear an ugly Halloween sweater, you have that option, or a vest, or other pumpkin merchandise. And again, some more accessories. And here comes my favorite. So that'll do it for today. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more Spirit walkthroughs and other store merchandise walkthroughs. Hope to see you later. Take care. Happy haunting.